Hello, everyone. This is Fresh Coffee Tarot. It's been about a month or so. A lot has happened. Life has happened. I've met someone. I've gone on dates. I started playing pickleball. It's been fantastic. And I wasn't really sure, feeling called to do the tarot for a bit. I needed a break, and I feel like it's time. I feel like that for the people, for the small amount of people that watch me, I hope this is helpful. I hope that this brings you some guidance, some clarity, and some affirmations and some advice. And I just want to begin, and I will just say that please like, subscribe, and share. I really want to grow my channel. I'm at 40 subscribers, and that would be awesome if I can continue to grow. And we're going to ask the question, what's next in life for you? What's next? Okay, that's the question. Okay, what's next? So we are going to be using this deck as our main one. This will be our clarifier, and then we're going to use two oracle decks. Obviously, the infamous Intuitive Kev. We'll start with this, and let's see what we got. Rising Star. You are doing something that's really helping you stand out right now. You are catching people's attention. You're showing progress. You're showing growth. It's almost as if you're having a glow up. Okay? Self-love. Yeah. You're having that because you're really loving yourself. You are really starting to accept everything that you are with your flaws. You know, where I work, I deal with a lot of people who have body image problems. And if people could just learn to love themselves, I guarantee you, people become just more attractive when they're in love with themselves versus just showing some physicality of themselves. It's I don't know what to tell you. Some people who just have so much self-confidence, it's because they love themselves to like no one can. And when they bring somebody in, that person just adds that self-love. That isn't someone who is doing it for that person, okay? Destruction. So I feel that this came about because this is almost like a tower. There's been a lot of things that have come and gone in your life. There are things that serve their purpose and they're gone. There was maybe the destruction of ideals, beliefs, maybe even religious beliefs, your family, the way that they do things, the way that you see yourself, a job. This was something that really took you to love yourself because you had no choice. And you could have done one or two things. You could have turned inward and blamed the world and give up, but instead you chose to love yourself, and look what happened. Okay? Get out of the way there. Actual money. This is going to bring you money. And I want you to understand how the cards are placed. I'm going to go ahead and draw one more because I'm going to show you what this did. We'll take that to this one. Animosity. So I want you to see what happened. At the bottom of this oracle, we have entity attachment, okay? So what that's telling me is that there are people that are attached to you for what you can give them, for what you can do, whether it's emotional, psychological, or financial, or physical, right? But because there was this destruction in your life, it really set your life in motion, okay? And it's changing your money because of your self-love and right. So you're going to manifest this. But here's the problem. Anytime you have a glow up, there will always be haters. And I need you to be aware that if someone's like, oh, you look too thin. I liked you better when you're bigger. Oh, you think you're so much better because you have a better job. Don't let these people eat at your self-confidence. F them. Screw them. Okay? I am trying to tell you, I have found somebody that actually likes me, and I'm not at the thinnest I've ever been. So that is just wonderful for my self-esteem. But I've also started accepting that, you know. So don't let people do this for you. Don't let family, friends, workers, bosses, friends, cousins, brothers, sisters. Don't let anyone use that jealousy to tear you down. You're a star, baby. Tarot does not lie. Okay, let's do this simple oracle and let's get a little more information on it. The Rising Star. It says crazy cycle, losing your mind. I think people can't comprehend how you're doing so well when you've had so many things happen in your life. Like I said, most people fold. You didn't. You kept going, and you're like, no, that's not going to keep me down. You're like, what have I got to lose? And you kept going. Good for you. Self-love. Maybe you found it in religion. Maybe there is a certain belief, a certain practice, a meditation, something spiritual that's really helping you become centered and grounded, right? One of the things in tarot that sometimes we lack is the pentacle. And then sometimes we go to the far end, right? And we're in the swords or in the cups, right? So I really want you to understand that whatever you're doing, keep doing it. It's working for you. What was this destruction? Someone really attacked you. This could have been people giving you evil eye, people wishing you ill will. I mean, this could have been people really trying to affect your self-esteem. You know, maybe in what they said. This could have been like online attacks. This was, or maybe this was just the destruction of your belief system. Maybe you found out something about your parents. Maybe you found out something about your religious beliefs. Maybe what you thought to be true wasn't, and it was something holding you down, and now that it's not holding you down, look what you're doing. You're moving on. Okay? What's this actual money? You're curious and confused about something. Maybe what you learned about money isn't true. Maybe you're learning that you actually have a gift for money. You attract money. And people said that you didn't. Maybe you are going to become more financially independent. You know how to handle money better. Maybe you may come into some money. I don't know, but I can tell you that you're actually becoming curious about money, and you're confused because you're actually generating money when people are not. And you're wondering why they're talking shit to you when you're doing good. And who is this person of animosity? Take the bottom of the deck. Someone impressed by you has animosity because you're doing better than you. Then you're doing better than them. It's always, it could be a family member, a friend, it could be anybody. Anyone that sees that you are maybe getting a raise, maybe you got a promotion, or you're just looking better, they're jealous of what you're accomplishing. I'm sorry that you're going through this, but listen, that's not your fault. That is not your fault. Okay? You did nothing wrong. You're just doing you do you, boo, right? You do the best you, and look what's going on. Okay? Let's get into the tarot, all right? Let's get some more clarification about this. We'll put these off to the side, and I'll reference them here in a moment if I need them. We'll do 4 cards here. Let's go 5. Judgment. 2 of Swords. I don't do reversals. 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. And Justice. So already, and at the bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Cups. So already you're going towards a new passion. Okay? You're going towards a new passion. And one of the, something that you love, okay? One of the nice things here is that you see the sun. Judgment has been cast on you, and you've cast it on your own life, and you're like starting to part the dark clouds. You're looking past the trees, and you're like, okay, I get I'm stuck high in this mountain, but guess what? I can see the silver lining. By being high on the mountain, I can have a better view of my life and know where I need to go and what I need to do. When you're at the bottom, you can't see, but when you're at the top, you can. So you're actually doing things to help you clear your mind, physically, mentally, emotionally, and you are having clarity. Good for you. 2 of Swords here. There's clarity, but I think you're trying to minimize damage. And you're trying to figure out how you can do that. Because the swords are actually about cutting things out of our life that we don't need. And one of the things that's really important is that... Hold on, let me fix something. Believe it or not, I have my camera upside down, so I'm going to see if I can't fix the first 9 minutes. But let's start with here. This is where we were. So what you understand is that you're trying to cut the the emotional damage you're going to cause towards people, because you're going to start cutting people out of your life or things in places that don't serve you. And I'm going to tell you, when you go towards a better life, there will always be casualties, and that's not your fault. You just got to go, because guess what? If you don't, you're the one that's harmed, and you're going to miss opportunities. You're going to miss chances. And that's not... Life is not one of those things where you can bring everyone along. I'm sorry. I know we are taught that, but we can't sometimes. Ten of Pentacles. This is your motivation. I don't know what your dreams are, but you finally have a clear definition. Whether this is love, whether this is money, this is a job, a career, a home, whatever. You finally have a good vision board. You have an idea of what you want, and you're going for it. You're not letting anyone stop you. That's your new passion as the Knight of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. You're going towards this because guess what? You feel that even though you don't have everything in the world, you have enough to move forward and to be successful, pay off some debt, save for a home, something. You're starting to work towards your abundance, and you're feeling fantastic. You just are. And whatever that destruction was, it helped you understand this. And look at the interesting thing here, right? The Two of Swords and Knight of Pentacles. You understand to achieve this, you have to continue building to get that 10th pentacle, and you understand you have to cut people out. And then finally we have the Justice card. This is where anyone who's involved in this card, this isn't just about balance, right? We're missing the sword in here on this deck. But this is also about the fact that whoever else this is involved in this that involves this Justice card, you both are going to be subjected to the law, and not just like real law, but like the law of the universe. Things will balance out for both of you. There will be some losses and there will be some wins, but it will be balanced, and it's like a clean slate. And this is going to help you mentally. It really will. And I think this is going to balance out the people that get hurt in the Two of Swords. Okay, let's do a quick clarification, and then we'll be through. Here we go. Judgment. Yes, you're seeing things differently in life with a Hangman. You're absolutely seeing things different in life. And this is really helping you just move forward. You understand it's the 1,000-mile journey, but you've already taken step 500. So good for you. Two of Swords. Page of Pentacles. You are trying to keep the people that are going to help build your future. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, you don't ever want to be around someone that's always going to ask you for money, that's always going to need your help, that's always going to beg you for this or for that. You need people that inspire you to want to work, to be successful, to be positive in your life, to be happy, all those things. You're going to need that. Because if you don't, and you keep bringing around those other people, you're pretty much their own therapist. Who's taking care of you? You're pouring into someone else's cup. You don't need that. You've worked too hard. Tragic happened to you and you're listening. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, Queen of Wands. You're going to start nurturing your desires, your determination, your passions. This is exactly what we saw with this Knight of Cups. See? This is what you want. You're giving off Queen energy. You may not understand fully what you're aiming for, right? Let's just say that you want a house, but where do you want a house? Do you want a big house, a small house? Do you want to stay in the same city that you grew up in? Do you want to stay in the same state? Do you want to move in the internationally? What do you want to do? Like this is the thing why you have the Page of Pentacles. What is the Nine of Pentacles? You have so many choices. Listen, the more that you focus, the less choices you're going to have, which is going to be good. But just remember, it's like going to a buffet. You pay for a buffet, but you don't ever eat everything on the buffet. Stick with what you know. If you're going to try something different, make sure that you pick it off the buffet, you eat it. Okay, we don't waste food. So make sure that whatever you go to, you give it 110% and you just don't give up. All right? Because that's going to get you the bad habit of always starting over. You have to see things through. Okay? And the Justice card. The Lovers. Okay, guess what? This is going to either help you reconnect with somebody, or this is going to help somebody connect with you that is new. You're bringing in love because you're becoming stable. These are two big cards of stability. So good for you. Whoever you are out there, collective, good for you. Keep doing what you're doing because you're moving in the right direction. If you doubt it, only doubt it if it's not bringing you abundance, prosperity. And that's not to say to give up on something if it gets difficult, but we're talking like if you're getting your ass up at 6 a.m. and going to the gym and you've lost 3 pounds in the month of March, good for you. Keep going. But if you're having a beer every day and you've gained 5 pounds, then guess what? That's not leading to your abundance, prosperity, and happiness. Okay? So that's how you see it. And at the bottom of the deck, good news. You are literally the walking embodiment of good news in your own life because of the choices that you're making. I'm so proud of you, collective. I want to encourage you, and that's what's coming up next in your life because you're doing the best for you. And there's nothing wrong here because you're not being greedy. Because when you're your best self, you're going to inspire other people to be their best selves. And when you smile, they're going to smile. So I encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. Right, say a quick prayer and then we'll be out of here. Mother of God, I just want you to keep all the collective of goodwill who have come to my channel to seek advice and guidance. You keep them in your holy mantle and protect them from all those people who wish them ill will or the evil eye. And in the most holy name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. It's always good to see you, collective. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'll see y'all later.